The traditional approach is also known as British approach. That is what we have learned yesterday. So we will do now the accounting equation as I said earlier, and we'll go to the traditional approach later. That is your journal entry. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So yesterday we were solving question number 1.
One.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So yesterday we are done up to second transaction in the first question. Yes or no, students?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have done first transaction. I mean, in the first question, we have done first transaction and then second transaction, and we are supposed to do now the third transaction. You can see the problem is on the board. So can someone read the third transaction for us?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
So this is Melvin this side. Sorry to interrupt you. Like before you get into the class, I actually wanted to share a concern.
Yeah.
Like I really request all my fellow classmates that whoever is like answering at that only moment, you should keep your mic on, because a lot of people, they just leave their mic on until the next time also they answer, and that causes a lot of background disturbances. So like it really makes us hard to hear anything.
Yeah, I understood. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for bringing that notice. So,
Yes, sir.
students,
So one more thing. I'm sorry to interrupt, sir. One more thing, but then I'm not able to understand when you write in the board. Like the screen is really blurry, and I couldn't understand yesterday.
okay. See, what I'm doing is, yeah, 1 minute. See, I'm recording the video. Yesterday it was the recording, actually, it was converted already yesterday. So what I'm doing is, today I'll be putting you in the,
Yes, sir.
here goods is going out because we are selling the products. We are selling the goods. So goods are going out, and what is coming in return?
Cash.
Cash is coming in. So one is coming, okay, goods is going out and cash is coming in. So how much would I write now in the cash column? How much cash is coming in?
26,000.
26. Okay, write down plus 26,000 because cash is coming in. Now out of 40,000, how much goods, how much worth of goods is going out?
22,000.
22,000. So should I add or deduct?
Minus.
Deduct, sir.
Minus.
Deduct.
How much? 22,000. So is your equation tallying? How much is the difference now? It is 4,000 on the asset side and 0 on the liability side. It is not tallying. So how to tally that? Okay, I'll tell you. The difference is what? 4,000. Remember yesterday I was telling, in the capital account when I was explaining, I told any profit is there. What you should do? We have to add to capital.
With the capital.
Any loss is there, you have to deduct to capital. Any expenses you are incurring, you have to deduct from capital, because owner has to bear all the expenses and owner can enjoy all the profit. Okay, it's because it is his money who is invested. So all the profits he deserves to be given to him. So all the profits will be added to capital, all the losses deduct from capital, and all the expenses also you have to deduct from capital. Is it clear? So now I need to add 4,000 profit to capital account. Plus 4,000. Plus 4,000. Now draw one line. And this is the last equation, so write it as final equation. Final equation. Able to see? Final equation. Now how much is the cash now total?
1,26,000.
1,26,000. How much is goods?
18,000.
Plus or minus?
Plus.
How much?
18,000.
Yeah, one more thing I forgot to tell you. Please have your calculator when you are attending accounting class. Please calculate along with me. How much you'll get?
18,000.
18,000. So current asset is 0, fixed asset is 0, is equal to how much is current liability?
40,000.
40,000. And how much is capital now?
1,04,000.
Lakh 4,000. Is it clear, students? You have to just
Sir.
add on the column whatever is there. And the last step will be you have to add total assets and total liability and check whether it is both are matching or not. Both are tallying or not. Now you add on the asset side, how much you get? 1,26,000 plus 18,000. Please add all of you.
1,44,000.
44,000.
44,000. Now you add on the liability side. 40,000.
Tallied 1,44,000.
1 lakh
44,000, sir.
44,000.
Because tallied.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means your assets are equal to liability and capital. That means your answer is correct. If both the sides come same, then your answer is correct. If it is not tallying, then you have done some mistake. Please go back and check one by one. You have to check whether both the sides it is done correct or not. If this is correct, then you can be assured that you will get the full marks. You will get the full marks.
So I have a doubt.
Yeah.
So regarding the cash sales row, like after adding 26,000 under cash, I'm confused how 22,000 came in that same column under goods. Like I didn't understand that row.
Yeah. Both are same transaction.
Okay.
Both are happening on the same transaction, no? So what is happening is what is going out? Goods is going out. Yes or no? What are the
Yes,
values of the goods which is going out? 22,000. And coming in, cash is coming in. How much cash you are getting?
26,000.
26,000. Got it?
Okay, so that's why it is there. Okay.
So this is the same transaction. Row shows the same transaction. Column is not same transaction. Column is of different transaction. But that particular row will show about only that particular transaction.
And the 4,000 is added in the capital because that is the profit that we've made.
You write in the bracket here, you're getting confused, right? Profit.
So the profit goes inside the capital.
Yes, profit you have to add to the capital. Any loss you have to deduct from capital.
Okay.
Whereas profit.
Okay. So if by chance it was 4,000 loss, that would also be under capital itself.
Yeah, but it will be minus 4,000.
Minus 4. Okay.
Yeah. Got it? So this
Yes,
is the end of the problem. Once you are done this, then your problem is over. Understood? How to do your accounting equation? This anyways first problem only. We will do many problems, you'll understand. Now shall we look into the second question? If there are no any doubts. Yeah. Let me share my screen. I think you also have the question. Yeah. So I request someone to read for us second question.
Prove that accounting equation is satisfied after each transaction given below. Mr. Z started business with rupees 50,000 brought in cash. He purchased goods for cash rupees 5,000. He purchased goods on credit for rupees 10,000. He sold goods for cash rupees 6,000. Cost price of goods was rupees 4,000. He withdrew rupees 1,000 for personal expense. Paid rent rupees 500. Rent outstanding rupees 300. He sold goods for rupees 3,000 on credit. Cost price rupees 2,000.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, we will look into that one by one. Now all of you first draw the columns, draw the table in your book, in your class notes, please write down. Question number 2. Question number 2, solution. First column transaction, second column write down the assets, cash, goods, current assets and is equal to current liability, long liability plus capital. Yeah, others please mute your mic. Only when you are talking, please on it. I request everyone to mute your mics. Draw the table, all of you. And please have the calculator with you. If you don't have, please buy it. Don't use mobile calculator because in exam mobiles are not allowed. Don't have the habit of using mobile calculator. So now what is the first transaction?
Capital introduction.
Yeah. So Mr. Z started business with rupees 50,000. He is bringing what? Cash or assets? Is he bringing any fixed assets or cash?
Cash.
Cash.
Mr. Z is starting a company with rupees 50,000 in cash. So what is the transaction I can write?
Z introduced cash.
Yeah. Try to write as short as possible. The sentence should be very, very short. Maybe just 2 words. How can I write in 2 words?
Capital introduced.
Capital introduced.
Capital introduced. Right on, students? Capital introduced. So now, how is he giving? What is the form of giving capital? Cash. So what is coming in now? Cash is coming in. And who is giving? Mr. Z is a. So how will you write this transaction? So cash is coming in. Write in the cash column. How much?
50,000.
50,000. Then who is giving? Owner is giving. Since owner is giving, where should I write?
Long term.
I should write in
Liability.
Capital.
Capital.
Yeah, I should write in
Capital.
Yeah, write down 50,000 capital. Okay. So now you write down beginning equation. That is cash 50,000 and capital 50,000 and both are tallying. Now we'll go to second transaction. What is second transaction? He purchased goods for cash rupees 5,000. He is purchasing what? Goods for cash. So what is coming in? What is going out?
Goods is coming.
Goods is coming in.
Okay, what is going out?
Cash is going out.
Cash is going.
Going out. So what will you write the transaction name?
Cash purchases.
Yeah. Write down cash purchases. Cash purchases. How much cash is going out?
5,000.
5,000.
So minus or plus?
Minus.
5,000. And what is coming in? Goods. When goods are coming in, it will be plus. When goods are going out, it will be minus. So now tell me what should I write? Plus or minus?
Plus.
3,000.
Plus how much?
5,000.
5,000.
5,000. So is it tallying? How much is the net amount?
0.
0.
Should I write something on the liability side?
No.
Because it is tallied here itself. One asset is coming in, one asset is going out. So it is nullifying each other. So nothing to write on the liability side. Okay. Now you write the new equation. Write the new equation. So how much is now the cash? 50,000 minus 5,000. How much will get?
45,000.
45,000 plus goods is 5,000 and all others are 0 equal to 50,000. Is it equal, ma'am? Both the side? 45 plus 5,000. How much?
50,000.
50,000. And how much is on the left hand side?
50,000.
So both are tallying. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Understood? So it is not mandatory that every time you have to write on the both the side. Sometimes asset itself will nullify each other. The transaction will be satisfying each other in the asset side or sometimes only liability side. It is not mandatory that every time you write on the both the side. It depends from transaction to transaction. Is it clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir, for every transaction, are we supposed to write the new equation, sir?
Yes, yes. Because to check whether it is tallying or not, you have to write. In exam also you have to write.
Okay.
Sir, could you please repeat the last step, sir? The new equation.
Yeah, I have to write how much is cash. Cash is how much now? 50,000 minus 5,000. Yes or no? How much will get?
45,000.
Minus 5,000, 45,000. And goods column 5,000 plus. And current asset is 0, fixed asset is 0. And liability nothing is there. And capital is 50,000. Clear?
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So shall we wind up now? I think 10:30 you have one more class. Okay. So any doubts, anything is there, please use the WhatsApp of accounting course. Any doubt, you let me know. Okay. And please have your calculator. Next time I want others also to answer. I'm able to hear only few students' voice again and again. Others are not answering. So I want everyone to answer. Okay. So we will wind up the class, students. So thank you for joining. And
Thank you,
please
sir.
watch the recorded video once again. Okay, when you get
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.